What is up? Everybody, welcome. It's Friday. I decided to stream back on Twitch. We haven't been on here much. Maybe Sunday we'll do the Simon kick. Maybe not. You never know where I'm going to show up. Maybe I'll start streaming on YouTube. What is up, people of lichess? Okay. We're going to take Friday rap challenges. 7 plus 5. Do I have that down there? I need to fix that. Alright, let's fix that. We need to fix that. Yes. 7 plus 5. Not doing analysis. Yeah, 7 plus 5. It's a weird time control. It degenerates into bullet, but whatever. Yeah. Alright. Who is that? All Blacks. Were you here yesterday? Did I see you yesterday? Zen Chess is first in line. Alright. Now what am I gonna do with white? You guys want me to play series openings? Do you guys want me to play serious openings or messing around with experimental ones? What was I doing yesterday? I'm just thinking before we start. What was I doing yesterday? I played some games with like. What was I doing with white? D3? I was playing a lot of D3, A3. But we can also play conventional. Zenchess is an E4 player, and when I play D3, he plays D5. It's interesting, you know? I think it's interesting. A lot of people, when they're black, they don't handle the opening the same. I mean, you are a tempo down, but still. I think the instinct would be to play E5. So when people don't commit the center, I'm basically reduced to playing a King's Indian attack with the early A3. I think I actually played something really weird. Of course, you can play like a hippo, E3. We'll see what happens. You know, E3, G3, Bishop G2, B3. You know, one thing I realized though is that when you're playing the King's Indian, I mean, you can pretty much throw in A6 whenever. It's okay. It's valid in almost like every line. It's not great, but it's valid in almost every line. Now, yeah, this is the thing that bothers me the most. I think that, you know, G6 setups are the best. The best against anything involving A3. For sure. I had a game like this yesterday against some anonymous player. Not you, another anonymous player. Do I want a rated game or casual? No, I only play casual here. I play rated games, but only off stream usually. Not always. I mean, I might have some streams where I'll play some arena stuff, but that's like I might play in some sort of tournament, but otherwise I'm gonna play casual. So, what did I do the other day? Oh, there was this reminds me of Move 11. One of my students has the same repertoire. Now Zen Chess full on playing like queen pawn with white. a tempo down. So if you play e4 with white, it's natural to play queen pawn a tempo down with black, right? Or is Zen chess like switching to d4? Did you switch to playing d4 and you didn't tell me? Or something like that? I can play the pano, I can play knight on d2. Some of the players? We don't have too many players here yet. Oh, yesterday? All Blacks, check out my Kick stream. I've been experimenting with streaming on the other site, Kick. So it's kick.com/Slagy. Sunday night I'm probably gonna stream on Kick. We need to get as many followers as possible over there as well. So if you enjoy the stream here, you can see more Slagy. Alright, knight c6. I had a tough game against some. I guess it was an anonymous player. Oh no, you know what it was? It wasn't an anonymous player. It was our simul on Sunday against the Merle Dixon or the Cartel. This guy who has like 4 players in the simuls every week. I had a really brutal game against him where I felt uncomfortable. I don't know the Pano system that well. Hi Asterbait, what's up? Yeah. Oh, I've never heard of Kick. So Kick is kind of new. It's for like degenerates, like slot players, Amaranth, all the people who got like rejected by no. Hikaru's streaming over there as well. All right. It's just an alternative site now. They're offering to pay the content makers much more than the share that Twitch does. So, all right, A5. Now we have to switch plans, I guess. I would suppose if you really wanted to, you could probably play like B3 here and try to fianchetto, but it looks kind of weird. What is my plan? Where is plan? I'm sorry guys, I have a bad cold since Monday, so I'm gonna be like sniffling and blowing my nose all the time. But I don't feel that badly. This is weird. They just do A5 and then wow, A4 and B3. What am I supposed to do with this? You know, the more I play this Pano system, the less I like it. It's like the most popular way of handling the fianchetto King's Indian, but it just really people just make it difficult to have fun. I could play E4. This doesn't look great. Knight B5. Nothing wrong with the old knight B5, huh? And then there's this. I mean, we could try to look up after this game, we could look up how it would go if it was reverse colors. White doesn't normally play A4 in the Pano to stop black from playing B5. That's very unusual. Kick uses crypto. Ask me, what you talking about? It's not a problem. Very funny. Learning chess. I'm not sure if we have a kick command yet. I don't think we have a kick and Twitch command. There's like a limited number of commands because I'm not a partner. Even though I've been streaming on Twitch for like 5 or 6 years, I never average 75 viewers, and I really don't care. They can shove it. I never went to the I never went to the trouble of employing a million bots like most people. So sue me. Sue me. All right, knight b5. Yeah, he's like Mr. Calm. Yeah, this is a weird game by Zen Chess. I mean, it's just not at all his normal repertoire. He's super calm, cool, and collected. But that's a threat. I mean, right? I am actually threatening something. But I don't know, something weird. I never really had a good experience with the knight on b4 in the King's Indian. I've had good experiences against it. Whenever it happens against me, it's like that thing just ends up out of play. Normally, Moo.bot. Thank you, Moo.bot. It's a very nice outpost. It's a nice bot you've got there. Moobot, how do you feel about AI taking over the world? Though maybe Zencha should take up d4. He's like, couldn't play it better, dude. Or could he? Oh, could he? Now that's a weird situation you got there. Hmm. Rook takes so as to avoid knight a7. You know, it's just momentarily inconvenient for black, but first of all, if I play knight a7, he can take on f4. Then I take on c6. I win in exchange for a pawn. Okay. Knight a7, rook f6, bishop e5. Knight a7, bishop, sorry, rook e6. Rook e6, probably better. Yeah, I don't see any reason to do that. Plus, this knight is out of play. So I would say this is a really, really boring game that we're playing. No, for example, I did this thing where I studied some King's Indians a while back by like really famous players who played the King's Indian. And how would Tal play? Like the black side of the fianchetto variation. And Tal, like, for example, would get these like Pano King's Indians. But a lot of the time, like the games were just like pretty dry, and he couldn't generate much. Or, I mean, the fianchetto system is really kind of a drag for people who play the King's Indian. It's hard to get a sharp game against it. I could always sack the exchange or something. It's the Marazzi. Now, if you're really, really crazy, you could sack maybe You could sack an exchange there. Maybe he should sack the exchange. Take. Bishop takes c6. Bishop. I mean, I don't know if it's enough. You know, I mean. This is like kung fu fighting, man. I mean, we're at a distance. Prominent players who have played the King's Indian attack include Bobby Fischer, Mikhail Botvinnik. What are you talking about? You can take Mikhail Botvinnik off the list. Vasily Smyslov, Petrosian, Stein, Vaganyan, Leboyevich, Kaidanov, I don't know, Igor Glek, Morozievich, Bologan, and Levan Aronyan. Dude, why is Botvinnik on that list? Botvinnik like never played the King's Indian attack. I mean, of course, it's possible he did like one game somewhere, or you know, some obscure game, or a couple games when he was a kid. He was never a King's Indian attack player. That's weird. That is weird. But we're talking King's Indian attack. That's what I'm playing here. King's Indian attack. Attack case. Attack. The amoeba. E4 is tempting, right? Keep it. My rook on b1 really like kicked ass in this game. One, two, three, four, five. That was to prevent bishop g5, presumably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Again, we're really enjoying that rook on b1. I get it. I might as well have done the b rook to e1. There. Not what I expected. That was not what we expected. Okay. Oh, that's weird. I think Zen Chess is losing his train of consciousness. Oh, h6 is hanging. It's kind of a repunj Bonsall thing. He's only here for the bullet. They just like, I don't know, for lack of a better explanation, players like Repunj and Zen Chess, they just like to shift gears completely, hanging out playing normal chess until we can like switch up. And the real purpose of life is to play the bullet chess. We have no like time left. Now we're really happy. It's a mighty nice bishop you've got there. What? I saw that. It's humiliating. Oh, congratulations on your bullet game. That's some fantastic bullet chess you played there. What's up with that, dude? We're just here for the bullet. Screw the real chess. I don't understand, man. He plays like really bad, and then he's like a genius in bullet. But his bullet rating is like extremely low. It's really weird, man. 2,000? You're 2,099 in bullet with only 2,000 games. This is the most ridiculous game ever. He was like down 6 pieces with no compensation. But as soon as he gets to no time, he's like a freaking genius. Dude, what's up with that? Like, what is that, dude? Seriously. Like, you don't care about the game until you have like increment down to 3 seconds, or what? Like, I don't understand. He only really started to play well once he had like no time left. Why not trying to play well like before you have no time left? What? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm only up 3.3. It's a draw repetition. What's wrong with the graph? Yeah, this is where I had 17 seconds, and this is what I'm talking about. I have 17 seconds, he has 11 seconds. He's actually dropping a piece here at one point. I don't know what time control to play to make it not like a joke. It's a draw, man. It was just a draw at the end. The problem is I only have like 2.5 hours, 2 hours. So if I play like 10 plus something, I play like 5 games a stream. Why is Zenchess's bullet rating 2070 or something? Damn, dude. I guess that's different than bullet, but still. It's not quite bullet. Your motivation seems to increase when you have a lost position and there's like low time. Let's just say that. It's my first game this morning. I'll think of some other excuses. No, bullet is not chess. It's a waste of time. Unless you want to practice hand-eye coordination or something like that. So here, we can play a Pierce. Yeah, I've been doing some interesting analysis of this. B4, which has... There's another move I like here, this kind of weird E3. Can you believe it or not, I've gotten some Najdorfs out of this. Somehow I'll play like C4, black will play knight F6, and then CD. I've actually transposed to the Najdorf. E3 looks weird, but it prevents black from pushing this pawn down. Bishop G4 feels very aggressive, and it's probably not a bad move, but it's not that scary either. I think the white setup looks lamer than it is, which makes it kind of dangerous in a way. I don't know what to call this. It's like a kind of Polish. I'm oftentimes playing B4 on the queen side. Usually not fianchettoing on the king side. But there's ideas of C4 in a lot of situations. Maybe I'll play E4 later. It's pretty fluid. This is a horrible move. It's just horrible. If there was like capital punishment in chess, like this should probably be, if there were capital punishments for bad moves in chess, bishop takes f3 would be like up there. It's a really bad move to just like give up your bishop unprovoked for no reason. Are you sure you're not cheesy noobs, like secret account or something? You know bishops are worth more than knights, right? You know, the argument for black could be like, well, it's not that bad. The problem is it's not that good either. Bishop takes f3 unprovoked is just sick, man. Alright. We don't have to play a hippo. It's a half hippo. Half hippo. What's the other half, though? Masturbate. Wake up. Get some coffee. We have 12 viewers today. It's not bad. It's Friday morning. It's early. You know those apps that show like restaurants when you know, when you look on your phone and it shows like what time the restaurant is like most busy, there's like a graph. Our graph is like not very busy at this moment. Around like 2 p.m. is like our peak. We have a lunch rush. You just got an interesting idea. Maybe one time thing, create a 1 hour arena with you commentating on games and the winner gets to play you in a 15+15 game. Yeah, I need to be more creative with the stream. Zebra hippo. Um, I was thinking of playing like anonymous players and see how many I could beat in a row. Last night I beat like 15 anonymous people in a row. Once in a while you get a good game with the anonymous guys, but it's hit or miss. You know what? Interestingly, I've been playing a lot of anonymous games in 10.0. You definitely want to steer clear of the increments because in anonymous games, increments seems to encourage people to use engines. But I've been pretty happy. Like there's been really no computer cheaters for a while. It's surprising. It's still not too late for a hippo. To this, after c4, c takes d5, it's becoming a Sicilian. Or English, if you like. Now, this white square bishop is a superstar. You can't give up your late square bishop. You created like Frankenstein's monster there. I mean, this is just ridiculously strong. That bishop is worth like 4 points of material. 4 points by Sheraton. You often think people use engines. It's all me, man. Yeah, it's just me. Yeah, I started that trend. I'm just paranoid, man. I've been smoking too much dope and doing too many mushrooms. Dude, there are people who cheat in over the board tournaments, homie. Grandmasters who have been like banned. And I am from my own country just recently got like suspended for over the board cheating. Do you think it's like surprising that people would cheat online? This guy shamed his whole family. He has two brothers who are also very strong players. Now the whole family is like living in just shame because the oldest brother is like a convicted cheater. Anyway, all right, I'm just not gonna read the chat. What are we gonna talk about today, guys? Anything fun politically? Nothing really going on. I mean, I've been reading the news. I didn't see anything interesting. Um, Yesterday was kind of a boring news day, I thought. Learning chess is strangely like running out of time here. He got hippoed to death. Yeah, I need to change the stream title. That reminds me. Friendly banter. What the hell was I thinking? Prepare to launch. Actually, he has Queen E7 here. Could it make me like that would be embarrassing if he plays Queen E7. Shit. Oh, he didn't. Now C4. Take. C4 is alright. Is it? Does it drop a pawn? Hmm. My new apartment has the worst street noise ever, but I've like blockaded the windows, so you can't hear most of it. On the plus side, there's like less. There's way less ambulances. Yesterday there was an ambulance though, for old time's sake. But on the negative side, it's just like brutal with other street noise. If you don't like street noise, don't live in the city. Yeah, I mean the thing is like light square meltdown. Where's your light square bishop? Have you seen my light square bishop? Have you seen my light square bishop? I never did this before. That's pretty funny. Alright. How's you light square bishop doing? You don't care about having a light square bishop. That's not important. Oh yeah. Honk your horns. It's just like a frickin' bulldozer or something. Pile drivers. There's a lot of noobs who honk their horns. And they don't understand it's like immovable, like construction objects. They think like somebody's just pissing on the parade. But in reality, they had no chance. Which source are you using regarding news? Dude, I have all kinds of feeds, like millions of sources. My phone just like spits out like 30 different things. I don't think it would be wise to like only adhere to one news source. Oh, the scandal about the BBC. If anybody's from the UK, the BBC presenter thing. That was totally overdone. This guy's gonna like kill himself, although he's like not guilty of any criminality. BBC like they went over the edge. All right, this looks like a good position for black. He's not guilty of any criminality. Oh, he already killed himself. The guy's like, whatever. Oh, check. Like a presenter on BBC is guilty of soliciting photos from someone and stuff, but it's not clear he actually committed any crimes. But they made such a big deal out of it that the guy is like in the hospital, ready to commit suicide now. It's because of like a tabloid newspaper, The Sun. Tabloid newspapers are very reliable. They were just like an anonymous BBC presenter. For like a week, it was an anonymous BBC presenter has been accused of blah 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 indiscretion. So like all these like BBC presenters were like, it wasn't me, it wasn't me, and they're all like pissed off because there's all this like accusations flying around. Everyone's like, it's not me. But like, first of all, the accusations in the first place are not even like well documented. It's a complicated situation. It's the only interesting thing in the news. Hugh Edwards. He's now in the hospital with serious mental health issues. All right. I am strong chess player. That's a nice name you've got there. I am strong chess player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. What's the maximum number of characters you can have? 5, 10, 15, 20. Is that like the max number of characters? I am strong chess player. Ooh, a perfect... Oh, no, it wasn't a perfect game. We made it an accuracy. Wait. Where's our inaccuracy? What was our inaccuracy? Bishop e2 was my inaccuracy? That's kind of harsh. Bishop e2 was my inaccuracy. h3 was better. Are you serious? My perfect game ruined by that? Now we get to play something fun with black. Where am I in the list to play? I think you just dropped off. You were pushed or fell. Problem is if you like close the tab, you know, you get pushed out. You're not I am a strong chess player, are you? Oh yes, the 3 a.m. defense. We haven't seen it in a while. Tezek was here. He reminded me yesterday. Tezek is our biggest fan. This is my opening. Tezek is our biggest fan of the 3M defense. I should make like a chessable course. Oh! Got me. Got me. Don't do it. Most people make a mistake of pushing, so pawn takes pawn is better. You gotta give him credit for that. Man, I haven't played this line in a while. Now I have to remember, that's not normal. Now last game was the white squares. See, so now it's the dark squares. It's the dark squares. Color complex. Alright. I guess queen a5 check. That's a check. It's a dark square. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Zen chess is out of here. Rip dark square bishop. Four points by Sheraton. Alright, what's up? What's up? The 3 a.m. defense. Tezek's favorite. He's back with the rated challenge again. What does it say at the bottom of the screen? I am strong chess player. 7 + 5 casual. Casual. Casual slacks. Casual dress code. Is that kingside weak? Could be. Is it gonna matter? I ask you. Did I miss bishop g4? This is probably better. This is more fundamental. You know, you want to play. In reaching this decision, they have spoken to a number of parties, and the alleged complainant and the alleged complainant's family, both via another police force. Thanks, Asabe, for keeping us up to date. I don't even know who this like BBC presenter is. I don't know the BBC that well. All right, so bishop g4 is interesting. Then I guess bishop e2. Check. The natural move is knight c6. What's wrong with knight c6? Nothing's wrong with knight c6. Queen e5 check. Queen e5 check. What's wrong with queen e5 check? Nothing's wrong with queen e5 check. Which is better? Knight c6. Queen e5 check. Castles. I like developing. Queen e5 check is interesting, though. You know? He has to play an awkward move after that. I don't know. Zoop. 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 Queens are best centralized. Mr. Coffee, what's up? My wife comes back from China this Sunday. Yay. Anybody who makes it back from China should be celebrating. It's not as tricky as Iran or North Korea, but I imagine, yeah, celebrations are in order. Okay, so now c4 looks a little on the soft side, but he's hanging in there. Of course, there's always like there's always the bishop pair. Hey, would you like to castle queenside? The initial allegations, a letter issued on the young person's behalf by a lawyer, described their account as rubbish. So basically now we have like tabloid news slipping into the mainstream. All right, I think we got something here. We're just gonna go. We're gonna go hardcore. He's got a defense. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe bishop g4 is in order. Want to stay as active as possible. Zlati Basant. Damn, dude, what? Beautiful place, indeed. There's no question that China is a beautiful place, man. But, like, there are some political tensions at the moment. But hopefully relations with China will improve. I'm optimistic. Maybe he's an AI or something. Tazik, we're playing your favorite opening. What do we got here? Oh no. Knight d4? Hmm. The propeller. Concrete example. Uyghurs. Damn, dude. The same thing could be happening in the Kremlin, dude. This is like gotta be ridiculous. This has gotta be a joke, dude. Is anybody disputing that there's nice people in China and that it's a beautiful country? That's not the problem, man. Problem is the government. Is he holding on here? Holy crap. Queen e4. That actually holds on? Are you serious? No way. Okay. Wow. That's an amazing position. Go Asterbate. Damn, this guy's not in a good place here. 3am defense strikes again. Damn, Asterbate is so anti-China. You think he was like a Republican like lawmaker or something. That's a good time for a draw for. Now that's a good game you got there. Mate in 17. Mate in 17. This guy. That was a great game. Let's analyze this for a second. So C4 is see if I have any games here. I would be surprised if I didn't. But C4 is rare. This is only the second time I've faced C4. Chess winner previously in 2021. We had the same game. The problem was against Chess Winner, I played Bishop G4, and I realized that that's probably a serious mistake. Because after Bishop G4, it gives him time to play Bishop E2. Now my whole counterplay is a bit slower. It looks like C5 is important. Wow. It's close, but I think C5, yeah. C5, it still likes Bishop G4, but what's the problem with Bishop G4, Bishop E2? I don't understand. Bishop G4, Bishop E2. What's your problem? This is my actual game, and I played this. Wow. Knight C6. What's my threat here? What do you menace? Oh, actually, I did this. Wow, I must have been in another mental state then. I did this. I gave him the B7. That was pretty crazy, and he didn't take his pawn. And now rook B8 or rook D8. So that was a totally different way of approaching the game. No, exactly. No state is without, human rights abuses, of course. Some states are more equal than others, Taze. That's true. For more on that, let's read a little bit of, Animal Farm. Can you imagine hacking on the scale of China? China's a great place. They just steal from the whole world. All right. The only comeback is that Joe Biden is a doddery old man. Well, that's pretty relevant. Pretty relevant, dude. Not a lot on the reuptake inhibitor there. So F5 wasn't enough. I should have played knight F3 check and just taken my two bishops to the bank. All right, next game. Let's get some more challenges. Yeah, Astrobate, I don't know. That guy was weird. All right, next. Tazik, welcome. No, I like Saudi Arabia. They're definitely totally clean. Sport washing. What's gonna happen once Saudi Arabia takes over all sports, and now they're taking over esports too? Then what are we gonna do? Once Saudi Arabia has taken over all sports, there's what are we gonna do? There's gonna be nothing left. They'll have taken over Formula One, tennis, football, esports. What's I'm not gonna not be able to go down the street and play some basketball without Saudi Arabia have taken it over. All right. Watcher. The Watcher. The Watcher from Denmark. Uh-oh, it's provisional. Look out. FIDE rating 1700. The Watcher. The Witcher. And no alcohol at sporting events? Man, that would suck. And Qatar. I'm not gonna go. If there's no alcohol, I'm not gonna go. I'm sorry. You can't cancel the beer. D4. What are we doing here? What was my oh yeah, King's Indian with A6. You can play A6 versus anything. A6 is never bad. You heard it here first. Chess without sustenance. Oh no. Not again, it's like a repeat of the Zen chess game. Come on, bro. Not the fianchetto variation. This guy hasn't like won all of his games or something, has he? He looks normal. Rapid, undefeated. Uh-oh. 8-2. No. Yeah, man, but not this again. Please don't play A4. I don't care what you do, but don't play A4. That was gross. Zen Chess played that. Nobody plays A4 in this. Do they people really play A4? That's a real thing. That's just what E4 players play when they're like forced to play D4. I played B3 when I played this with white. H3 looks like a standard line. You never know about the move order here. Hey, Teze, how's the economy doing? We have an interesting economic situation here in Hungary where like interest rates are like 10% and above, and the foreign is like a rock, man. It's super strong. Um, but inflation is 20%, the highest in the eurozone. I don't understand why Orban wants the foreign to be so strong. It's reached the point where like people like can't afford to buy homes because it's like too expensive to borrow money. In the West or even in the rest of Europe, interest rates are like 5% or less. You can afford to like borrow money to buy a home. Am I supposed to play Rook B8 now? What I don't understand is this, right? Okay, Federal Reserve of the United States or any kind of national bank raises interest rates to try to stop inflation, right? We have like the highest interest rates, and inflation is out of control. So much for that theory. Rook E1, H3, and Rook E1. I studied economics, but I still don't understand the situation here in Hungary. We have high interest rates, and you know, inflation just doesn't. Inflation is still way out of control. How does that how does that make sense? Something strange going on. The Hungarian economy is like a pseudo capitalist economy with like authoritarians like tinkering with it. I imagine Turkey is like a similar situation. Although, didn't they say that Erdogan was gonna backpedal on his like crazy economic plans, starting to listen to people about raising interest rates and stuff? Erdogan thinks he's like a master economist, but he doesn't know anything about economics. But I read somewhere that he was eventually gonna start backing off his like insistence of not listening to like economic advisors and stuff. B5 or C5? B5 or C5? C5 first and then B5. That's how you're supposed to do it. This looks like a line that Lichess used to play. Although I don't know if you're supposed to play rook e1 or not. My friend Zlatko used to play this with white with like h3. Then he would take en passant on c6 and you get a Marazzi structure. But I'm suspect about this rook e1. That doesn't really fit in there. I think like taking en passant on c6, black can take with the pawn or the knight, but I don't understand like rook e1 fitting in there. White should play a different move, something different. Well, yeah, we're basically in the same boat here. The authoritarians just like stole a lot of money and messed everything up. Like housing prices, it's unbelievable. Like an apartment I bought 15 years ago is hardly worth more than it was like 15 years ago. It's crazy. You think like you know, with inflation and it's insane. They've kicked almost all the major like international companies out. There's no international banks here except for like quote unquote Austrian ones. They even they want to kick out like the foreign supermarkets from Hungary. They will have like no good supermarkets. There are no good Hungarian supermarkets. What do you want people to do, you know? If there was like a decent supermarket, it would be okay, but like we've got no choice. I mean, hey, let's kick out Lidl. They fined Lidl for claiming they had the lowest prices. They probably do. The whole world is going to become one big banana republic. Interesting. Okay, what about my dark square bishop? This is like the bishop stream. This has been the bishop versus knight stream. We're going to play the Benoni. I decided to play the Benoni. We're up to 15 viewers. We're crushing it. Mark Esserman. Why do people watch Mark Esserman? That guy's he's loonier than a lunar loon. Hey, let's play the Smith-Morrow gambit that just like leaves white slightly worse with white. That's a great opening to be obsessed with. Very creative. No, I'm not going to bust on him anymore. All right. Watcher. E6 is a good move. Let's. I don't want to. I don't want to go there. No, Mr. Coffee, I'm not going to go there. I'm too normal. That's the problem. I need like not to bathe and stop bathing. Look like I. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there. I can't do it. All right. What a Benoni. Super Benoni. Look at that. It's that this whole stream has been just 4-point bishops. It's all you need to know, and you can master chess. B5. Man, B5 is strong. Even with the open A file. I told you guys, I will not name them, but one of my teammates had the tennis wristbands. I felt kind of sorry for him. He plays tennis, but he was doing that thing where he was wearing the wristbands. Like I had those in like 1979. Like I swear to God, I had like that was the fashion. Remember Asterbate? Around 1979, 1980, everybody had like the tennis wristbands. Do you remember that? Like you didn't have to be a tennis player to wear them. I totally admit to having, some like white tennis wristbands. But it was 1979, 1980, 1981. We were going to the arcade, to play Galaxian. But, dude, it's 2023 and you're wearing like tennis wristbands on a chess stream. Like, what are you doing? What's wrong with you, dude? All right. Asterbate, the art of the Benoni. Saji and Asterbate, the art of the Benoni, a new chessable series. The art of the deal. Is E5 a problem? My knight has no place to go, man. I need a place for my knight. Knight D7. Can I put two pieces on one square? You could play knight H5, just chuck it out there. Just chuck it out there. What's my threat? What do you menace? Okay, first question is E5 a threat? If I play something like Queen B6, does he go E5 and I take and he takes with the knight and he's like menacing my bishop and stuff? What do you menace? There's also C4, B4. We could just start rolling with B4. But it's committal. It's committal. Ack! I don't know what to do. Takes on A4 is interesting. Damn it, I don't know what to do. Whatever. I'm just gonna hold. Freeze. We're just holding. We're maximum activity. Beep. Oh my god. The Witcher. Leather wristwatch bands. Sonic or Mario? Wow, he did it anyway. Random question of the day. I'm too old for that, man. Well, Mario, I guess. We used to play Super Mario Brothers, but I was, yeah, like in high school. All right. He went for it. Wow. Sealer, sweeper. Sweeper deeper. Yeah, let's. This is just totally spiraled out of control. I don't like that knight. It's another knight. That's a mighty nice knight you got there. So he did a good job, like, trying to hang on here. Wow. Bishop f8. That's good. That's healthy. He's really cagey, this guy. Very cagey. I need to take. Is he going to survive? Wow, what a move. Wow, what a move you got there. Another bullet player. Notice he had no bullet rating, so I couldn't really go on that. Man. It reminds me of playing Zen chess. I have like this crushing position the whole game. And then suddenly out of nowhere, he's just totally okay. That's weird. Notice the player has no bullet games. 1900 blitz. And in the fast time control, he's just like a miracle worker. That was weird. I don't know. He has, I guess, 97 check. He could have played 97 check. Another game like totally ruined by time pressure. Wow. Unbelievable. He sees everything with no time, dude. This is crazy. He's gonna give me a pawn? Man, I was just totally winning. It's like the second game I had this. Look at that trap. Rook takes, bishop takes. I've got that? Alright. The Witcher. perfect endgame technique. I don't know. I mean, I don't like playing these guys who don't have any games. You know, it's usually not a good idea. Generally, my rule is I don't play people who have less than 100 games. You never know who they are, what they're doing. They're going to create a new account tomorrow. I have no idea what's up here. I am continuously shocked, though, as to just how strong players who are, say, 1900 in Blitz are. You don't want to have a rook pawn, necessarily. I think I need to go. Sorry, I have to go. He let me fix the pawns on the king side. That might have been like the losing move. If he doesn't end up with his pawns fixed on light squares, it could be tricky. I'm still not 100% sure he's lost, but what a game. The Witcher. Denmark, huh? He's gonna just lose on time? That would be weird. Now king e4, king f5 is too slow. Whoa. How's my time doing? One pawn might be winning, but two is definitely winning. Wow. That was quite an effort by White. He probably reached the drawn position. I had like the ultimate Benoni and screwed it up. You guys see that? Yeah, king e3 was nice. Rather than like walking over and getting the pawn by force, I just like, yeah, kicked his bishop away. Thanks, Stray Cat. You messed up with rook a3. Man, that was crazy. I mean, I had the perfect Benoni and I like blew it all. Where did it go? It's crazy. I do this every game. I have like a crushing opening. There's got to be games from this position. I think rook e1 is rare. All right, so rook e1. No games with rook e1, it looks like. What's rook e1 about? Where are we? All right, so h3 is normal. My move here, my position is standard. White played rook e1. I was like, what is that? Just a random move that a bunch of people have played. And now, interestingly, most people played rook e8, so they're obviously intending to play e5. Several players played e5 right away. So maybe I don't know what I'm doing, you know? Because it looks like the majority of players here kind of stopped playing for b5 when rook e1 was played. Hmm. But white has a chunky advantage. It's like point 0.8. Okay, it's the King's Indian. That's interesting. Rook b8. And then you didn't play e4, which would kind of be the point. This is the point. You should play e4. Now, if here, 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 and then here, and I need my rook to be attacking e4, I guess. So this is the problem. So on your rook e1 preparing e4, I need to play like rook e8 myself. So if you go e4, I play e5. If you go d5, then I go knight d4. And then you can't take it. And swing your knight to e2. Now bishop e3. I don't know, man, but I feel like these Pano Kings Indians are kind of overrated, to be honest. Do you think maybe my bishop d7 is inaccurate? It's the second most common move. I reached for rook b8 and then I changed my mind and played bishop d7. Rook b8 is more common. They've played rook e1 against that as well. But I'm faster now with the b5. Yeah, maybe that's a good point. Screw the bishop d7. Bishop d7 doesn't really contribute much to my position. I don't want to play queen c8 and shit. I'll tell you a stupid thing. The reason why I played this is that so, when you go d5, I can play like knight a7, knight c8 if I had to. That's a really kind of stupid reason, though. All right. Yeah, I agree. It looks like bishop d7 is unnecessary. Although it's a pretty popular move. I'm not exactly sure why. Bologan is the big expert. Bologan, Shirov. These are household names, man. Bologan, Shirov, and Smirin. I mean, those are the King's Indian, like, premium King's Indian experts. What about rook b8? Do we see the same names here? Now we're seeing different names. Nakamura, Morozevich, Jones, Ding Liren, Jones. Seems to be a difference in opinion. But the two big modern names, I would say, like Jones and Hikaru has one game that he lost, so I don't know how often he plays this. But Jones is important. If Jones says rook b8 is better, maybe that's it. It has to be better. We're going with the quick b5. Matlikov, Jones, Gajewski, Jones. Yeah. All right, anyway, do we have any other challenges for today? I mean, I don't know if I even like the Pano variation. It's interesting. Going back, I mentioned this earlier, but I went back to some old King's Indian players like Tal and Bronstein, and I looked at their games. And those guys were mixing in this, in the 60s, in the 50s, 60s, in the 60s, really. In the 60s, you started to see this Pano King's Indian, start to get played, and they didn't have an easy time. Like Tal and Bronstein playing black against some solid Soviet grandmasters who were playing the freaking Fianchetto against the King's Indian. Tal and Bronstein, they had to play like Houdini to win games against those guys. It wasn't easy, man. There was no like fancy Tal sacrificial attack and shit like that, man. it was like, can we grind these guys down? It's some kind of tricky way. All right, so that's suspicious. FIDE 1200, of course. All right. You have enough games. Let's play an e4. Let's play a real opening. I have no tournament experience playing the Pano King's Indian. I never played it. My only knowledge of it comes from like looking at games and seeing other people play it, so I always played other lines. But it's been recommended by a number of strong players, so here I'm just playing the Roy Lopez. Okay. Okay. Early b5. What's that about? How do you spell that? No, Pano. Did I say Panov? Pano. You know, like Oscar Pano, the Argentine Grandmaster? No. Oscar Pano. Oscar the Grouch. Think Oscar the Grouch. I'm not sure where Pano was from. A lot of guys who lived in Argentina were migrants. Like Nydorf, for example, was from Poland. I'm not sure about Pano. I mean, it sounds like Italian or something. This variation I haven't faced in years. This bishop e6. I had some games at the Boylston Chess Club against some kid. Not a very common line for black, but pretty standard for 1200 FIDE players. Am I supposed to play this? Botvinnik has a game. I feel like somewhere there was a game. I think there was a Botvinnik game. It couldn't have been a Botvinnik game. I don't remember. I remember seeing one famous game in this line. It wasn't Botvinnik with white. It could have been Smyslov. I can't find my Smyslov book. It's like missing. I thought I had it here with me. Alright, so it's like a lot like an open Roy Lopez. Magician. Shelf. Shelf elf. How you want to play this? You know what drives me crazy? People that put their 1200 FIDE rating in their profile. I can ban you for that. $1,273 FIDE. Why are you putting that? So people think you're cheating? Alright. I know how bad 1200s are. In India, though, that means you're like 22. The average player in India is 1,000 points underrated. So if you're 1200, your approximate strength is 2200. Totally makes sense. I was thinking about a4, but like, why? Why would I do that? I want to attack on the king side. How can I get my pieces in the game? I mean, a4 does have some value, but also like begins to open up the queen side. I'm not sure I really want to do that. My space advantage is on the king side. I want to attack on the king side. Let's put it this way. If you're 1200 and you play like 2000 strength, don't put your FIDE rating in your profile. I've given this lecture before. I just wanted to have like lateral. Wow, I thought he was going to bust the rook takes b5 on me. Mensch on a bench. Did I mention it? Oh. Oh no. Now we're coordinated. This is just really weird, dude. Very obscure variation. The bishop e6 for Lopez. Who plays that? I played it over the board 1900, and his student was a Russian. His student was a Russian FIDE master from Leningrad. That's how he learned this line. There is some kind of connection with Botvinnik. I wonder, did Botvinnik possibly play a game in this line? That's a different approach, dude. The knight on bd2 is a different approach. Yeah. Equally valid. I'm just coming for a little visit. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, no, I don't know which is better. I thought both are interesting. I don't know. I thought somehow knight c3 is more forcing. I also have some kind of. I feel like I had some kind of memory of knight c3 being the move. I mean, knight c3 puts pressure on d5. Knight d2 doesn't. Couldn't he pin me with like bishop b4 if I play knight d2? I don't know if it's good, but I'm just saying like it's a possibility. Like squeeze me? Wow. This has to be winning attack for white. Black just simply plays too fast. Bishop g5. I was thinking of a really funny line. Bishop g5 and bishop f6. Knight g5. Okay, knight g5, h6, knight f7. There's also e6. Jeez. There has to be a forced win here. Bishop h6. No. Just kidding. Aren't I? That'd be pretty sick if it worked. But he could probably... That's funny. Bishop h6. Bishop takes e1. Bishop g7. Check. King takes. Knight g5. He has h6 there. Duh. Still not that simple. Knight e6. Check. I think he's gonna find the answer here. I could just play rook d1. There's also e6. There's knight takes f7. I win the exchange. I mean, I'm just winning after knight f7, probably. It's a crushing passed pawn. I didn't see anything fancy. I don't know. I'm sure there was. I'm sure there was something fancy there. See, that's the thing about the knight on c4 ICTs. It's like a knight on b4 in the King's Indian. It's very pretty, but what does it do? You know, it's like out of play. It actually doesn't do anything. Like, I don't need to kick it out, because it's just like, just leave it where it is, and it's cool. It looks good, but does it do anything? He had like rook takes b5 at one point. As I was talking about. I don't think king f1 is a good idea here. I think I have to play rook f1. My pawn's pretty fast. That knight actually might save him on knight d6, stopping the passer. What do you menace? And you can predict this guy's moves. It's like clockwork. A clockwork orange. e6. e6, e7. There's a problem, though. Well, if this doesn't work, I'm screwed. I could also play bishop takes h6. You know, I wonder if that would be a good inclusion. Inclusions. Would it be good to throw in like bishop takes h6 at some point? What movie? Dennis the Menace? But what does it menace? Well, Clockwork Orange, yeah. That's it. Resigns. Perfect game. Well, there's no games here. Well, they're supposed to play bishop takes b3 first. And it's interesting because I think I've played 2 games and I played a different capture against the same player in both games. I think I played 1 game with AB and 1 game with queen takes. I still think there was a Bafnik game. E takes d4, c takes d4, bishop takes b3, queen takes. The Fermi and Sevillano. Good luck with that. Bad choice of opening for Sevillano. The guy's like very strong tactically, but what's he thinking by playing this? Alright. Here. Mr. Beast. Yeah. So knight c3 is the theory. The theory of 12 games. But knight on bd2 is interesting. See, the problem with it is that it doesn't put pressure on f5. So you can see he can play f5 there. That's kind of familiar to me. f5, e takes f, knight takes f. This is one variation. Other thing that occurred to me was this. I guess it doesn't work. Wow. So he can do this, and I have bishop g5. Oh, snap. That's a problem, huh? Samir Sahidi? Are you enjoying yourself yet? Bishop g5? Oh no. Is that a problem, master? It looks like the only real problem is f5. Okay. Needless to say, I don't mind knight c3. Actually, here, this has been played. Oh, so you can transpose. Oh, that's nice to know. That is nice to know. Yeah. Knight takes c3, b takes c. Wow, everyone plays queen takes. Oh my god. That I did not know. So you hit the knight, and then you just have like the backwards c file here. Wow. So that's clearly better. Black goes into an open Lopez type defense with like knight d8, knight e6, passive and unpleasant, and definitely not something that Enrico Sevillano should be playing against the Fermian. That was a long time ago, in 1996. Alright, but anyways, I took with the pawn. I thought I was still better. Maybe I am. We've got one game here, 2016. My opponent played the best move, and then I played a4, which is speculative, and the computer says it's equal. c6, and now rook a2, rook b8. I seriously thought this should be considered. You know, to just have like a passed a pawn. But I don't know. Wow, he's okay. And he's lost after knight g5. I should have played e6 apparently. This is fine though. Alright, interesting game. Next. I think we have time for one more, guys. Anonymous player. Or rated 1-0. Alright, anonymous player. Last game for today. That was just instructive. I didn't know about queen takes c3. I don't remember where I knew that from, you know? I still can't figure it out if it was like a Smyslov game or it was Botvinnik, but if it was Botvinnik, then like how is it a Botvinnik game? Botvinnik played the black side of the Royal Lopez with bishop e6. How do I know that game? Or Botvinnik played e4. Did Botvinnik ever play e4? Botvinnik, let's call it like it is. American style pronunciations. Botvinnik. I'm just lazy and I know how to pronounce stuff, but I just say it the easy way. All right. E6, and let's transpose to the Najdorf. You play like bishop, yeah. Now you do like bishop e2. I'll play c5, castle. I'll play c takes d, and we've got a Najdorf. But Vienich. Queen to d2. Okay, let's see. Oh, you want a castle queenside? Okay, you do that. Enjoy your castle and queenside. The half hippo. Damn, dude. Wait, anonymous player. You didn't play already. Learning chess. b4. Damn. Just ignore it. That's like the sticker on my first dentist's like operating like stage. Just ignore your teeth and they will go away. Can I play bullet against you? Maybe in another life. No, I don't play bullet. It's a waste of time. Play real chess. Life is too short for bullet. Does this... Is this good? Is that the point of b5, d4 and the half hippo? Oh no, oh my god. I lost a piece? What? I don't understand. I took a free pawn. You took. And I blundered. I should have just recaptured. Oh my god. And I'm losing a piece now. Are you effing kidding me? That's not fair. I take an f3. You take an f3. I'm losing a rook. This doesn't seem fair that I'm losing a rook here. Dude, what the fuck? I took a free pawn. He took a bishop. And I'm thinking, alright, I'm just taking, and I lose a piece. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. So it's sound to play bishop e2, allowing b4, and just let your knight go out to a4. That's all been like analyzed. Interesting. No, actually, I'm better here. I mean, bishop takes e7, but I have to play queen takes and allowing queen takes b4, where black is equal to slightly better. Wow. The problem is knight f3 check. I forgot my rook is attacked. Is there any sort of trick I can do? Knight f3 check, bishop takes rook a7. Bishop escapes, bishop d7. The best chance is like, okay, I've got a pawn. Maybe I can get like 2 pawns for a piece and somehow miraculously save the game. There's a high likelihood of that happening. Wow, amazing. Your name shouldn't be anonymous, it should be amazing. The amazing and anonymous. Wow. How does he come up with that? Where does that come up from? He just got lucky. I just went into that combo thinking it worked and it didn't. Now we need counterplay yesterday. This isn't going to be enough, is it? I got no more time for challenges, probably. Although, I might lose this game fast enough. We're going to try to lose this game as fast as possible. I'm going to do my best, okay? I can only promise my best. Damn, dude, and you're just like merciless. Not c3, but c4. He's like freaking Superman. Who is this anonymous guy? Once in a while, you get this really brutal game from anonymous. That's what they all say. If you just give me like one more pawn, maybe I could have a chance. Can I castle? Do you mind if I castle? Make the best out of a bad situation. And he's 2 minutes ahead. It's easy to be 2 minutes ahead when you're up a piece, isn't it, boys and girls? Kowalski. Have we played once before? Okay. Kowalski. Polish. I don't know if I'm gonna have time for another game. It depends on like how long this lasts. Probably not. This game goes to the end. You're too modest, anonymous player. And another strong move. Alright, now we have an interesting question. Okay. I wanna really like try to have the maximum practical chance to save the game whenever possible, right? So here, that would be funny. Pick the right square. Man, I don't like my chair. I need a new chair. Wow. That's pretty random. Where did that come from? H4. Yikes. Damn. Yeah, yeah. But pawn trades are good. Now, what you don't want to do is have, you want to make sure you have enough isolated pawns. Isolated pawns are very important. The primary goal here is to maximize the number of isolated pawns that you have, I would say, in general. I want to get this knight back in the game. He kicked me off of my perch. Now he's down to only 5 isolated pawns, so that's good. No pressure. No pressure at all. Keep the pawns together. Keep them. Oh my god, he's heading for exchanges. Knight d3. That's a free pawn. But it will cost me an exchange of my knight for bishop. I'm going to have to take it, I'm afraid. He's down to 4 isolated pawns. Anyone? Suggestions? Our rooks are in freezer mode. They're like immobilized, staring each other down. Okay, so there's 2 possibilities here. Rook there, or rook there. This looks a little more immediate. I'm immediately threatening to come in here. I could have checked him. I'm such an idiot. Maybe I should have checked him. I could have checked him. Might have been a good move. Give me that. All right, we got three for $1. Three pawns for $1. Guys, I'm gonna have to go after this game. 3 pawns for $1. F5, F4, King D6. Do you want to do that? I don't know. Why is he being so stubborn about this? The more pawns, the better. Keep them together. Buddy system. Always use the buddy system, masturbate. Hold hands. What an interesting endgame. So, here we are. Is it a win? Is it a draw? Or is it a loss? You're threatening knight c6 check. Don't like that. d7 is mate. Rook, rook. Rook, rook. I'm kind of pushing the envelope here. I should give him the draw. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 4 pawns for $1. I had better, probably. I thought you would take the other way, but I get it. There's a trick here. That's fine. 3 connected pawns. We'll take it. You go, bro. I can handle that 1 pawn. Can you handle 3? If it's 3, it's for me. Not every day you get this endgame. 3 connected pass pawns and a rook against rook, knight, and 1 pawn. Be the ball. Quality is job 1. Yeah, I don't think that was my best move. Wait a second now. Rook there. Check. That's funny. This is pretty funny. Whoa, you did it that way. Oh, you freaked me out. I thought you were going to check me. This was a fun game, huh? For dropping a piece. Are we having fun yet? Man. Look before you leap in the opening. That diagonal burned me again. It's not the first time. My Polish defense diagonal. I can't get in front with the king, so I have to use my rook as a blockader. Fortunately, I have a cubby hole here. Or there. I mean there. I could also approach the pawn. Warning, do not approach pawn. Pawns may be violent when confronted by human visitors. Oh my god. You're serious? Holy bleeping bleep. I can't believe it. How could I screw this up? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. What? Dude. You have rookie 5. I mean, I'm not winning. I mean, maybe I'm not winning anyway. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't like your chances. The whole point was you had rookie 5. That's sick. What a game. I mean, after rookie 5, it's a draw. I completely messed it up. Wow. This is so dumb. Ironically, I'm winning after d2. But what's the point? d2, a8 queen. Now what? Oh, snap. I had this check. Wow, I didn't see this check. But what does it do? I mean, king f2. d1 queen. How the hell do you not have perpetual check here? Are you serious? You don't have perpetual check here? That's unbelievable. He doesn't have perpetual check. He has just like 2 checks. Check king f4. And I win because of this. Check and rook d6, apparently. Although that is not simple. What a game. Knight takes e4, bishop takes e7. Man, I have to take with the queen. And then you take on b4. I don't know if I should even play b4 then, you know? The truth is that b4 was a bad move. If I had known that I didn't win a pawn, I wouldn't do it, you know? I should just play bishop b7. Then I expect a3.
No, you can't.
So you have a serious problem after bishop b7. Sorry.
You have to protect the pawn with the queen.
Or the bishop. The bishop is stupid. Or trade off your bishop. Yeah. This is good. Man, what a game. So it was drawn. Wow, this is instructive. You're actually drawing here. According to anyway, I don't know. I mean, this isn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is not a table base. So I don't know how the computer is so sure it's a draw. How can the computer be so sure it's a draw? By the way. Can someone explain that to me? How is this engine so sure this is a draw? At depth 28? Are you serious? I color me skeptical, you know? Wow. But is the problem that white's really threatening rook a1? Kindergarten chess. It was more like first grade. Wow, rook a2 check, king d1, and this is a draw. So the point is you're threatening rook a1. Like if I play e4, my god, dude, look at this position. Rook a1, knight takes a1. And this is a draw. Yeah. I have to go get the pawn, and I can't do anything. Anyway, good games, guys. I gotta go. Have a great one. I will see you Sunday on Kick, probably. Don't forget, guys, check out my Kick stream. kick.com/slaggy. And anyway, fun games. Sorry it was a crappy game, but at least it was fun. Interesting endgame. You know, this is a really interesting endgame. So apparently, I was actually better in a moment, and I let it go. This is a very complicated endgame. Only black has winning chances. You took a risk there by playing this way. I think objectively you can only lose. Like, you should have taken a 3-4 rep if you could get it. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.